Hello everyone, Radis for DLC here. Yeah, that was certainly reveals. As someone who is a big fan of Goku and like this specific iteration of Goku Vegeta, I should be very hyped right now. And part of me is somewhat hyped, but whoever was like in charge of the history movie, I think what most likely happened was this was originally supposed to be a separate video, and they ended up slicing them together, and because of that they did not adjust the subtitle timing. So it's basically like you have an hour until the actual video starts, so the subtitles are just going to go active, you know when they are. So I think unfortunately, like, that's what kind of happened. I don't think this is Bandai Namco fault or like, Legends, but I'm not gonna lie, it's not a good look for them to make that Twitter post of them being like, hey guys, don't leak the game, even though we gave you guys the information and kind of, gave you guys the hint for the character, and then this happened. So I'm just like in the middle. I feel like I should be super excited. This is a character I wanted. The more I look at their kit, I'm just also realizing they're just the Buu duo, basically. They are, like, I'm not joking. I just recorded a video looking at their kit, and they are just the Buu duo, but done in 2026, and they are better. And they're also ultra. They don't really do anything unique as a character, which is somewhat unfortunate, but I am still excited. Like, if you told me like, oh, you're just not gonna summon, like, no, I'm gonna summon. I love this. Love Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. I love this fight. This is like one of my favorite fights in Z, period. So yeah, I'm very happy. I just feel like the reveals was kind of ruined because of the history movie, which is funny because it's just, I really do think the history movie was just not good. Also, something I just do not see a lot of people talk about real quick, like, if we actually, let's go to the here, because I actually showcase all the animations. I don't think people realize this. This is a character that just could not exist in 2024, 2023. Is the animations? Yeah. I don't know why they showed it twice. And what I mean by this is, like, look at this. Look at this for a moment. Like, so you have Super Saiyan 2 Goku who transformed to Super Saiyan 3, which is like already like, that's crazy. And then you have like base Vegeta, base Goku. So like you have Goku, you have all the transformations of Goku in this. You have base Goku, Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, base Vegeta, and you have Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, then you have Mr. Satan in this. Like, how, like, you gotta realize the model being able to pull all these, like, the fact that the unit has the ability to pull all these models to make this scene is crazy. And imagine if you're doing like a duo, like you're fighting another of the Ultra Buu duo, let's just call them that. Like, that's impressive. Like, this is just like, when they did the massive update for 2025, was kind of for preparation for this character. Like, this character could not exist in 2024, 2023. Like, early Legends, they physically would not be able to pit this character in the game as they are right now. This is like very impressive. I just do not see anyone talk about this. Very dynamic, and they basically create a full 3D environment for the Spirit Bomb. Like, this looks really good. Like, I think the model here, like, it's really just, where is it here? Like, I think this face right here looks a little off. Also, I feel like these models have like the bloom on them a bit high, but other than that, like, this is crazy. Like all these models, 3D environments, this right here. I'm like, that's just impressive on a technical issue level. This is super impressive. I don't see anyone really like give them their flowers on it. I think the fact of them being blue is kind of like disappointing because I really wish they were yellow. But it is what it is. Mainly because it's like you release 2 reds. You basically release a red LR every part of this anniversary, and of course part 3 is a blue character. So kind of, I don't think this character hard counters those characters, but it's just like, it's not a great feeling if you're summoned for both parts and it's like, oh, part 3 is a character who kind of is the color advantage of part 1 and part 2 characters. Their tags are literally the exact same as the Buu Duo, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3. I'm surprised they don't have Super Saiyan on here, because he does go Super Saiyan when he does his Spirit Bomb. So, I mean, I'm willing to bet the reason why he doesn't have the Super Saiyan tag is there's someone who's like, we're not going to have this guy be even remotely usable with Super Saiyan Bardock. Pretty sure that was their thought process, which honestly, bravo to them. Bravo to them. Also, the way they describe this is super confusing, because this is literally just the Buu Duo Spirit Bomb. They make it sound like there's like, so basically think of it, this is a normal state. This is when you go into preparation mode, and this is this is when preparation, like you go in, you activate this, and then it's so weird. I'm honestly still not fully convinced how it works, because I read the kit and the way they describe it is different from the way they showed it on here. The way they like reading their kit, like I have it up here, the way they describe it, like we go all the way down here to their preparation mode. Where is it? So like when you have 100% active gauge and tap, enter Super Spirit Bomb preparation mode stage 2, and then stage 2, second stage, when activate gauge is 0, you activate Spirit Bomb. So it's really weird the way they do this. It makes sense. So I've got to wait until it's in the game to actually see how it works. So yeah, they literally are just the Buu Duo and kit, just better. Like I think that is somewhat disappointing. I wish they went a bit more of a unique route with them as a character and design. I think this is a pretty cool event. Final raid. We gotta wait how this is. The one weird thing I'm a little confused about is they specifically were talking about how, the story is ending shallow, like the story is reaching its conclusion, and it's just like they haven't really dedicated any of the time during the anniversary for the story of the game. So it's just kind of weird. I will say something, like, I don't know if this is a coincidence. I think it is, but like the fact that this guy is the Ultra, and in the new Xenoverse DLC release, which I don't want to spoil it, I just think this is kind of a crazy coincidence. That's all I'm just gonna say. But your final raid seems pretty cool. They did talk about that it will give less CC than a normal raid, but because there's so many enemies, you're gonna get a lot of CC anyway. And then just the standard stuff, panel missions, completion, yeah. And then they did talk about, where is it? Like next week is gonna be like basically a boosted run of these special events. So like Monday you get 2 tickets and everything else is just boosted, which is just nice. Exciting weekend, yeah. Oh whoa. And then we go to Zenkai's. I think this is where a lot of people got really annoyed. And I mean, I understand if it's gonna show it here. Yeah, so like Zenkai's. Yeah. I think this is a good idea as a Zenkai, but the fact that a lot of people wanted this guy to be yellow, like the Buu Duo, the Ultra one, and this guy is Zenkai in yellow, it's kind of just weird. Also, it's kind of heavily implying, they talk about it here. They also shows some equipment, Supreme Kai. They talk about the after party here. And the after party will be getting an Ultra Plat. And yeah, I think when we saw the Majin Buu get his Zenkai, we kind of assume it's going to be UMV. If it's UMV, this may be one of the worst part 3s ever, unfortunately. I don't think UMV needs to get buffed anytime soon. This is like, especially after just buffing. I know people are going to be happy because, Gohan just got his Zenkai, but that's not, like, we do not want UMV back in the game whatsoever. And then going back to the boost here, yeah, that's Supreme Guy getting his unique equipment. The boost tier this time around is just particularly not great, mainly because it's just like Goku. This Goku is in Z tier, but you gotta remember he's a Zenkai character. These characters are on feature, which is like whatever. This guy being S tier actually, I mean, he's a Zenkai character unfortunately. So it's like Zenkai character, Zenkai character, Zenkai character. This guy is gonna be insane. This guy was on S tier during Legends Fest Part 2, and he was like top 10 character in the game. He was definitely like top 10 in the game. It's insane. This guy being an A tier is actually kind of crazy because he just got his plat. This guy in S tier also makes me think that maybe the plat may be for UG4, because it's just like you look at this and just like, why is he here? Why is this guy in S tier? Like, are we missing something? And I'm like, maybe UG4 might be the one who gets his plat equipment for the after party. But other than that, it's like nothing crazy. They did talk about the World Championship. I'm not really big into this, so I'm not going to dedicate really any time for it. But yeah, I think this, like, I've seen people say this is a reveals, and I'm like, I kind of understand, because the problem is, it's just for almost an hour and a half, for an hour, we already knew who the characters were. Also, for those who weren't aware, what happened was the subtitles was broken. Do I have the chat up still? Yes. Oh, chat is disabled. Shoot, because they even showed, like, the Bandai account even made a post saying, like, we have disabled subtitles. So unfortunately, yeah. Like, can I exit out? Anyway, I guess I can. I gotta refresh it. Anyway, though, they revealed everything about this stuff. Like, it wasn't just the character. They talked about the Zenkai. They talked about the after party. They talked about everything. It basically was the subtitle for the last 30 minutes going instantly, which was not good. So I think that kind of hurt the reveals for a lot of people. But I'm very, like, I'm happy this guy got a Ultra character. Very happy, but I just, like, the more I look at their kit and then the reveals itself, I'm not, like, I feel like I'm forcing myself to be excited. I am happy for this character. I don't think this is like a terrible reveal. It's funny that people saying, oh, we want a UI. I'm like, why? Like, yeah, UI would be a hype reveal, but he would be terrible for you to fight against. Like, literally, people would be complaining day one. So I don't understand that. I really wish this guy was yellow, though, at least. Also, I think it's a really weird choice for no LF Zenkai or anything like that. Yeah, no LF Zenkai is a very unique choice. Yeah, and Boo. I'm happy this guy's getting a Zenkai. It's thematically makes sense for the Ultra, but like everything else is just kind of weird. Yeah, I know a lot of people are not gonna be happy. Like, if you're like, I think it's like the reveal in the sense of hype. I think this was really bad. It was poorly done. And I think it was just because of the history movie. I don't think the history movie was supposed to be part of this. I think they were two separate videos. Someone combined them together and did not adjust the subtitles for the history movie being an hour ahead of it. So if we're talking about like the reveals itself in the sense of like the hype and finding out the information for ourselves, yes, I think it's terrible, unfortunately. If we're talking about the actual information that was shown, I think it's pretty decent. I feel like this is more of a part 1 reveal. I think part 1 that we actually got was just a better reveal than this. I think it was just way more hype. The amount of information, hype, also the unpredictability of it. Like, this one just feels like a standard part 3 for any celebration. And I will say, I am happy. I know some people were complaining about there's only one character this time around. Like, why? I don't want 2 Ultras. I'm okay with 1. It means less summons. I got it 2. Like, believe me. Like, at least this time around, we do have the pity system, because 7th anniversary, the pity system, like, didn't really exist. So, or at least not to this level. But yeah, like, tell me in the comments though what you guys think of this reveals. Are you excited for the new Ultra Boo Duo? You're not excited? Is there any potential, like, who do you want the plot equipment be for? Are you even happy for the, you know, Supreme Kai getting his unique equipment, Boo being his Zenkai, and basically Majin Buu coming back, which I know some people will not be happy about. Here we go to the boosted. Yeah, like, basically Majin Buu, like, everything is Majin Buu except Piccolo and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I really don't know why he's here. Like, who invited him to the party? Yeah, tell me in the comments what you guys think. Are you guys excited for the boost tier characters? Or excited for, like, you know, Zenkai, unique equipment? Is there any potential last minute LF Zenkais you would like to see? Tell me in the comments. This is going to be it for me, guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful day.